Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to the Great Big Card Swap. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, and I'm so glad you are joining us tonight. We are extending the birthday celebration. Today is part 2 of the July showcase for the Great Big Card Swap, and this month's theme is birthday because my birthday was last week. I absolutely loved seeing all of your cards, and thank you so much to everyone who sent a birthday card to me. That was so special. Last week, I shared a lot of the birthday cards that I received. I have even more to share, so make sure that you tune in on Thursday to see some of those extra birthday cards. But tonight is all about showcasing all of your cards to the Great Big Card Swap. If this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm so glad that you found us. The Great Big Card Swap has been happening for 3 or 4 years. I've lost track. We've had so much fun, and it's such a fun way to showcase all of your amazing artwork. So this is how it works. You send in a card. I share all of the cards that I receive, and then I mix them up and send them back. So everyone who sends a card gets one back. It's so much fun, and I love being the facilitator of Happy Mail for all of you. So if you've never participated, I invite you please to join the Great Big Card Swap. You can send your cards to Julie Davison, P.O. Box 6164, Champaign, Illinois 61826. I ask that you include $1 to cover return postage in an envelope. If you live outside of the United States, there is a PayPal button in the video description, so you can use that to pay for the return postage stamps that we need for international stampers. And let's see, you can use any paper crafting products. We ask that you don't write inside. You can use a sticky note or a loose piece of paper to say hello and include a note if you'd like. But we ask that you not write inside so that whoever gets your card can then send it on and share that Happy Meal. Our themes are going to be beautiful backgrounds for August. I've seen a few cards already that I opened up for August, and you guys are so creative. I can't wait to see what else you guys send in for the beautiful backgrounds. So the idea here is that you're just creating a background. Maybe that's a stamped background, or a background with punched shapes, or a special technique with an embossing folder. Whatever you want to do to create a background for your card. Our September theme is going to be kids. So cards that you would make to send to kids, including babies for baby showers. I can't wait to see what you create. I was thinking September is back to school, and so that just seemed like a good time to do a kids theme. So this could be kids of all ages too. If you don't have a lot of kids stamps, then just stretch. Just stretch. Don't get too tied up with, I can't participate because I don't have anything. Like, I want everybody to participate. So just do your best to meet the theme, and if it's not perfect, that's okay. But this month, our theme is birthday, and that seems like a pretty easy theme because, that's probably the number one occasion, at least that I send cards for, besides Christmas. So birthday cards tonight. Thank you so much for all your birthday wishes. Annika, you are so sweet. Hello from the Netherlands, or hello to the Netherlands. I'm so glad, Sherry, that you got to get back into the groove. I thought you were saying you did get back into the groove. Sherry, I hope that you do get back into the groove. Sharon, your cards did make it. They arrived today. We were running errands all afternoon. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to message you back, but your gift is so amazing. Sharon, I can't wait to share it on Thursday. So you tune in. Sharon made another amazing gift, doing something totally different with paper this time. You guys are going to love it. Love it, love it, love it. Maria, hello. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Okay, I do have a question. I don't know. I haven't seen one of the curly girls yet, but Diane, Donna, if you guys are watching, Chris, I only received 2 cards so far for the curly girls for July. So I just want to know if I should hold the cards until next month and share them, or just share the 2 that are coming now. Chris, I see you just logged on. So If you missed the question, I only have 2 cards, one from you and one from Diane. So the question is, should I hold Curly Girl cards until next time? Are there more coming? Or should I go ahead and share the 2 that I have? But we are going to start at the front of the box. And if you missed part 1 of the birthday showcase, there are 65 cards in part 1. Tonight we have about 45 to share. So check out the link in the video description to check out part 1. I don't really know. I kind of sorted a little bit. We're just going to dig in. Cheryl, I honestly can't remember if your card is in here. We'll see. I was working on cards this afternoon and trying to, or not this afternoon, dinner. I skipped dinner. I skipped going out with Jim and the kids and tried to just get everything ready to go. Oh, God, you're so sweet. Let's dig in. Are you guys ready? Our first card comes from Molly Burke, and I think this is so much fun. We have sort of the card front has been cut, so the side is glued down, and then the other part opens up. And I think it's just so much fun to have like a little side open. This is that fun Zoo Crew designer paper from a few years ago. This one was a favorite of mine. It reminds me so much of the turtle paper. I know you guys are so mixed on the turtles, but I love the turtles and I loved these cute little Zoo Crew critters. This also had some really great black and white patterns. So we've got Pool Party for the card base here, and I love the little label. Hope you have the best birthday. And I did have the best birthday. Such a cute card. I love it, Molly. Thank you for sharing that. Our next card comes from Carrie Zacharias using some designer paper. This is such a pretty color combination with the peach and the fresh freesia. Knowing you brings joy to my heart. Oh, what a sweet sentiment for a happy birthday card. I love the little detail of the rounded corners. Do you guys do that? I feel like a few years ago, corner rounders were like such a big thing. And I'm pretty sure I have one, but I just never think to round the corners. These are square and then the ends are rounded. And I just think that is kind of a nice little touch to it. Thank you, Carrie, for your card. So pretty with those colors. I love it. Similar colors here. This one from Nancy Ross using the Celebratory Sips designer paper. Even though that paper has a lot of the fun, cocktails and mocktails, it also has some really great floral patterns. And so this has that Blackberry Bliss, the Bubble Bath, the Fresh Freesia, some Old Olive, and some images here that come from that Celebratory Sip stamp set. Well, happy birthday in there. That looks like it's part of the Labeled with Love stamp set, I think, if I remember right. Such a great card, Nancy. I love it. And I am playing with this paper this month to create our July project kit featuring that Celebratory Sips designer paper. Next card comes from Jane Ply. This looks like a paper pumpkin card with a scallop edge. I love the different die cuts here, perennial postage, and another scallop one. I can never remember which die set that is. A little happy birthday sticker on the bubble bath die cut. So great. Here we go. Scallop contour dies. That's what it is. Perennial postage, scallop contours. That was one of my favorites. I loved that one. Thank you so much, Jane, for your card. I love that Orchid Oasis too. Oh, we got our first this or that. These come from AMT, who's got this amazing card here. And this is called a swing card. Let me see. She says, I was trying to see who inspired this card. I don't see it. Well, I will include these instructions to go with whoever gets the swap card. And I'm just going to do a quick little pause here in case you want to screenshot. And the diagram on the back, so detailed. Thank you so much for including that. All this work to write the instructions out is so sweet of you to include that, AMT. I love that so much. So we have a this or that, and they use that new designer paper from the online exclusives. So we have this design. Can you see how it works? So this is how it would be flat, and then it has score lines and cut lines, and then that center part has like a little Z fold and it swings. So we've got some die cuts and a happy birthday from With You in Mind, my very favorite. So this or that, do you prefer the Fresh Freesia or the Timid Tiger version? They both use different patterns of that designer paper. And this one actually has a different stamp set. What was the name of that one? Oh gosh, it had a combination like Wish Big or something like that, where you could put the block, the big block with the cursive script font. That's what the word I'm trying to think of. Let's see. Here we go, like this. Happy birthday. Love that. Love it. Okay, Fresh Freesia, Timid Tiger. This or that. It looks like a lot of you are preferring the orange. Jana says that. Annika says Timid Tiger. Sherry says the Timid Tiger is calling to her. I think so, yes. Lori likes the purple. Oh, I'm sure it's in here, Cheryl. Biggest Wish. Thank you, Sharon. That was such a good stamp set. Both of these are so beautiful. AMT, thank you so much for including an extra for me. I think I am going to pick the the Timid Tiger because it uses my stamp set. But they're both so lovely, and I love the colors on both of them. So I'll include those instructions. Whoever gets the Fresh Freesia will have the instructions to make more. Our next card comes from Diane Dawson, and she used the same designer paper as that purple card. And she's got Bubble Bath for the card base. This is such a fun new stamp set. I can't remember the name of it in the annual catalog, but I just love the style. This is kind of a fun card too that has a little bit that opens in the center. So this is where you would write your message, I think. Yeah, just opens up like that. I love the ribbon, the iridescent trim, colored in with some markers to make it purple. What a great detail. I gotta figure out the name of this paper. It's gonna drive me bananas. Do you guys know? What is the name of this designer paper? And sure, I will share those instructions again really quick for you, Alita. Let me just see if I can find the flyer I'm looking for. Okay, here it is. The May Online Floral Impressions. That's it. From the May 2025 Stampin' Up! Online exclusives. I love that we've got new products every month. Let's look at those. Okay, let's switch this card out here. Let's bring AMT's cards back out with the swing card. So I'll try to go slow so you guys can screenshot if you would like. Okay, page 1. Diagram, page 2. And page 3. Okay, hopefully you got it. Our next card comes from Mary Jane Martinez. This is kind of fun. It has a little flap that opens here. Happy birthday. And then it opens on that side. So I like to call these a little double flap card. I love this yellow designer paper, and I love the stamping on the designer paper. Such a fun little detail with tiny little gems in the center of each flower. Such a pretty, bright, and happy card. I love that so much, Mary Jane. I'm gonna have to case that. I always feel so inspired by you guys. This one comes from Alita Williams. Such a gorgeous card, Alita. Awesome at any age. We have very vanilla card base with a big stamp. What's the name of this stamp set? I can't remember. Alita, with the butterflies and the flowers. And Alita sent me such a beautiful gift, a crochet. Is it crochet or knit, Alita? I'm going to share it on Thursday, so you have to tune in. And I believe it's a bookmark. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I just loved the colors. It reminded me of Pretty Peacock and Calypso Coral and Petal Pink. That's my birthday thing. I'll share that on Thursday. This is Alita's card for the swap. My favorite thing is these beautiful sequins. highlighting the butterfly's body and the center of those big flowers. Crochet, yes. So Claire loves to crochet, but my, I want to call her daughter-in-law, but not yet. Thomas's girlfriend, she loves to knit. So we have a big fans of yarn here at our house, and I can't tell the difference. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't do either one, but I don't know if there is a way to tell the difference. I feel like they kind of look similar, but once upon a time I did know how to crochet, and I have a kit, and so I keep saying I'm going to sit down and make some time for it, and hopefully this week, maybe. We'll see. Our next card comes from Rose Spivey. Such a gorgeous card here. We've got that damask embossing folder, damask designs with the die cut. Beautiful motifs, I think is the name of the stamp set. Secret Sea is the dark blue cardstock. Little layer of cloud cover under there too on a white card base with a little bow, a double bow even. That looks like it was done with a bow maker. So pretty. Did I say who made this one? Yes, Rose Spivey. And then on the inside, a little die cut from that same beautiful motifs. I'm so happy to celebrate these moments with you. Happy birthday. Love that. Love that. I love these new in colors. They are so pretty. Here is Cloud Cover with some strawberry slush and some Secret Sea there in the background. This one from Connie Campfield, using that new stamp set that goes with the Floral Impressions. Now the stamp set is called Impressions A Bloom. It has the detail dies as well as the stamp and the dies that fit with the stamps. This is Cloud Cover in Color Family Designer Paper Pack, and this great oval that comes in the Impressions of Bloom bundle too. If you've been thinking about this or any of your favorites that have come out recently, you should take note that free shipping starts tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Free shipping from Stampin' Up! On all orders over $75. Make sure that you're looking at your total after any rewards have been applied. Of course, you'll also earn customer rewards or Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up! On orders over $20. So that's kind of exciting. So definitely make sure that you've opted in for those Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up! And get ready for free shipping. All right, our next card comes from Annette Crochetti, and she used last month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. This was the, what was this one called? Full of Charm, I think was the name of this Paper Pumpkin Kit. I've got to do mine. I have my kit and I keep getting it out and getting distracted. I love this with the pretty peacock ink in the background, and some of those die cuts. This was such a great kit. And just today I was putting up the stamp case insert for the July kit with the strawberries, Sweeter With You. I have a whole archive of all the stamp case inserts. And as I was posting it, I saw the stamp set for this kit too. And I just was reminded of how amazing those stamp sets have been getting. Every single month, a new stamp set in those Paper Pumpkin kits, and they're substantial. There's words and images, like this leaf image was in there, and it's just so amazing. I think Paper Pumpkin. Are you guys a fan of Paper Pumpkin? I think that it just keeps getting better and better, and I'm so excited. I used to make all kinds of alternative projects, and now I just make them up as designed because I just think they're so cute. And I like them the way they are. I used to make alternatives because I didn't like them. But now I just feel like they're so fantastic. I just make them up when I need a quick card. This was also a Paper Pumpkin kit. This one from Cindy Kittner. And this was an older Paper Pumpkin kit. Really pretty. I love the little blending here behind the die cuts on the window with the gold foil. So pretty. Celebrate today. So happy to celebrate you. This one was from March 2023. 10 years of growth. That must have been Stampin' Up's 10th anniversary. So in 2023, it was 10 years. That means this year it was 12 years of Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin kits. That's exciting. This was such a fun kit. I really loved those colors. Gorgeous, great for the card base here. We've got some fresh freesia and Highland Heather in there as well. All right, moving right along. I put these in here because they kind of go with that kit theme. These are from Sharon Groves and Myra Williams. The first one from Myra, and they both use the Garden Wishes kit, which has kind of this trifold. Aren't these so pretty? I've seen people frame pieces from this kit and create some really amazing, like, what do you call them? Like paper toile? No, the layering with the like the different layers to create depth. I love that. These are just Stampin' Dimensionals under those die cut images. I love the extra butterflies and the cute little bunny too. So same kit here, a little altering from Sharon on her card. This one has some of those designer paper pieces from the Thoughtful Journey. Friendships refresh the soul. So pretty. I love having that on the archway, and I can tell that you cut apart the card probably to make several different cards, and I think that's such a great way to stretch out the kit. Happy birthday from With You in Mind. Such a great stamp set. Yay! It makes me smile. It makes me so happy to see you guys using that one. Such beautiful cards, and if you haven't seen this kit, Garden Wishes, make sure to check it out. Oh, and I know I'm so sad that they don't have Paper Pumpkin in Europe for you. I would say that Kit's collection is even better than Paper Pumpkin because you can see exactly what you're getting. Sometimes with Paper Pumpkin, like, it's a surprise and you don't know what they're going to look like. I like being able to see the kit and decide yes or no, I like that or not. So there's like pluses and minuses, but I do wish that they could make the Paper Pumpkin kits available just as, like, you know, one-off kits for you guys to buy and add them to the kits collection for Europe and South Pacific and Australia and New Zealand. So I'm going to keep sharing that feedback. I hope that you do too. If you're watching and you live outside of the United States and don't have Paper Pumpkin, keep sharing the feedback. Even if they can't provide it as a subscription kit, I would share the feedback that you would like to see the kits available just to purchase, like as a one-off, right? Just available as a kit. So I know, I'm so sorry, Deborah. So keep sharing that feedback. I know sometimes they have shared, like, or have made available a single Paper Pumpkin kit. Like, there was one that Shelly helped to design or something, and they made that available. So if we keep sharing that feedback and then keep seeing the need and desire for it, then hopefully there is a way for Paper Pumpkin to be available in some way. Maybe not as a subscription kit service, but maybe in some way they can do that. All right, 2 in 2020. Has it been that long since they've done a global Paper Pumpkin? I hope that they will try that again. All right, our next card is from Marilyn Kane. She says, this is a chair step card, and she was inspired by Diane Fernian back in June on the 14th, if you're looking this up. This card, this is interesting. I've not seen a card like this before. I think it sits like this, like a chair step up. So this is that fun bundle. It just came out in May. It's called Paper Tags, and we've got the Floral Delight designer paper. I've never seen a card like this, so I'm so excited that you shared it. We've got Daffodil Delight and this bright patterns of the gingham. So bright and sunny, so happy and perfect for a summer birthday. I just love that. Which I just saw the question about the set from the happy birthday. I don't think it was about this card. This one from Marilyn, the chair step card, and it opens up. It has like a little tent fold there. It opens up like that. Really cool. But the question Alita was asking about the happy birthday, I think you're asking about this card. Sharon, maybe you can share where that looks like. Maybe it might be an older stamp set. It's a cute happy birthday though, isn't it? All right, our next card also uses, the Floral Delight designer paper. This gorgeous card comes from Mio, who made a card just like this for me. Oh my gosh, with some birthday greetings. Mio, thank you. I will treasure this so much. All the little details on this card is just amazing. We've got some of the Floral Delight vellum and designer paper, some pieces cut from the designer paper, as well as some die cut flowers with all the little embellishments on there, some green vellum here, the embossing, the arch die cut wishes, a little pocket, wishing you the happiest birthday. Oh my gosh, just every little detail on here. So absolutely gorgeous. Floral Delight designer paper. We've got some of the, that natural, oh gosh. I can envision the entire stamp set. I want to say natural botanicals or something like that. There was, January to April 2024 mini catalog. It had coordinating paper, 2 different stamp sets. Such a great set. And I think a lot of these die cuts are from there as well. I love just all the little details, all the little gems, all the little twine, the little die cut paper back here. What a beautiful card, Mio. Thank you so much. I know someone's going to absolutely love to get this one. And Katie, thank you so much. Notes of Nature. That's right. Notes of Nature was the stamp set. And then there was some coordinating designer paper, which I think is still available. All right. Our next card uses the flowering zinnias. I love it. This one from Wendy Langseth, and she said she was inspired by Carrie McDonough, and she's got Melon Mambo here with 2 different pieces of that designer paper, and then looks like a label from a kit. And I'm gonna try. We have a little bit of like adhesive or something that rubbed off. Sometimes that happens in transit, so I just wanted to get that off there. So fun. Have a beautiful birthday. I love the Melon Mambo color, and the flowering zinnias, that was such a favorite paper. I think it's so perfectly summer and happy and gorgeous. Thank you so much, Wendy, for your awesome card. Our next one is from Molly Jeward, a clean and simple birthday card. She used the Whippersnapper framed daisy stamp set and the country birdhouse sentiment. The happy birthday. That goes so perfectly with the stamp though, doesn't it? Now, you said clean and simple, but this one looks pretty gorgeous and elaborate to me. It is a very clean and simple design, but still has so many amazing elements like the tasteful textile. Is that the name of this embossing folder? One of my favorites. The layered flowers with the colored image. Just every little detail I feel like makes it not so simple, but definitely clean. I love the white. Such a gorgeous card. And I really enjoy the way the happy birthday looks on the textured embossed background. Now, just a quick note, the best way to do this isn't that deep of a texture, but ideally you want to stamp and then emboss so that you're not stamping over a textured area and the stamp doesn't meet the paper all the way. So all these little details to me make it not so simple, but absolutely clean and beautiful. Thank you so much, Molly, for your awesome card. So happy to see you participating in a great big card swap again. Our next card comes from Barbara McHouston, and she used the Florals and Bloom designer paper. Love this lovely blooms, I think, stamp set and bundle that goes with it, with the die cut lovely layered together. A great layout here showcasing different patterns of the designer paper with timid tiger for the background. And do you love these flat pearls? I love that they come in both the in color sets, 2024 to 2026 and 2025 to 2027. I can't choose a favorite because I just love all the colors together. I think they're so beautiful. Thank you, Barbara, for your gorgeous card. I love, love, love that you use some new stuff. Now, just a quick note, when I do sort and send the cards, I try to sort them and put like cards together. So that means that if you use all Stampin' Up and you're using new stuff, I'm going to trade you out and give you current Stampin' Up back. If you use retired Stampin' Up, I'll give you back a retired Stampin' Up card. If you use non-Stampin' Up, I'll try to match you up with someone who also uses a non-Stampin' Up product. And that's just because I want to set the expectations that if people send a card with Stampin' Up and want Stampin' Up, then I try to send them the same thing back. And usually that's not a problem at all. There's plenty of cards in each of those categories. So I hope that you guys enjoy the cards that you get back. Our next card is another This or That from Diana Schaefer. And at first I was like, okay, these look pretty similar. I don't see the difference. Can you tell? The difference is the angle of the background strips. So we've got some like vanilla and white that alternate back and forth. These are strips of paper, right? Or is it a line? Yeah. Strips of paper. And so this one, they're all diagonal. And this one, we've got more of the herringbone. So we've got like diagonal and then in the opposite direction. So this or that, do you have a preference between the background? Now, I was thinking this could be for the August Beautiful Backgrounds challenge, but I'm pretty sure this was sent in for the birthday. I thought I checked the envelope. We've got my favorite stamp set with you in mind for the happy birthday, and the cupcakes come from that stamp set as well. Looks like some wild wheat, some cherry cobbler, misty moonlight maybe. Oh, that's maybe marvelous magenta, crushed curry, some old olive, lots of great colors in here. I love having all the colors across the bottom. Such a great card. This. It sounds like the herringbone is the favorite. Susan says flip a coin though. I agree. They're both fantastic. Thank you so much for including an extra card for me. That was so very thoughtful of you. And I'm gonna have to I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out which one I like. I think they're both so fantastic and so interesting in how it just changes the dynamic of the card. I don't know. I go both ways. Thank you so much, Diana, for your beautiful card. Our next card from Janice Torgerson uses that Biggest Wish stamp set. And so we've got the happy, 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 and the birthday, birthday, birthday on the inside. I love those little stars on the inside too. I think that's just such a fun way to celebrate the inside of the card. Clean and simple here. Yes, it's absolutely perfect. We've got some Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, and Summer Splash, some of those new in colors, and they go so well together. Thank you so much for your card, Janice. So glad to see you sending in cards again for the Great Big Card Swap. Always love to see what you create. Our next card is from Myrtle Thorn, inspired, I think, by a video that I did also with the in colors, showcasing some different designer paper pieces from the 2024 to 2025 to 2027 in color designer paper pack. Now, if you didn't see my video, this is so simple. Little 1/2 inch strips of designer paper, kind of alternating, and then a little 3¼ inch, 3/4 of an inch square in the corners. And it's kind of hard to see that it's actually a square of paper, but it is. And then you send the whole thing through. This is with the eyelet embossing folder, and it just sort of gives that quilted look. Such a fun technique. I will include a link to this one in the video description if you would like to see my video and create a card like this at home. Myrtle, thank you so much for your awesome in color card. We've got Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. The color of the evening. Our next two cards use the same Inspired Imperfections suite designer paper. This one from Anne Link also uses a gorgeous embossing folder that's part of that suite as well. Actually, the name of the suite is that Kintsugi, I think, right? Suite. And we've got these great detailed die cuts. These images cut from the designer paper with the spotlight on nature, circle dies behind it. Happy birthday. May all your birthday wishes come true. Textured notes here for the rectangles add such a fun stitching around the edges. The other card made with the same suite comes from Carmen Melendez. She added some flowers and leaves from the Flora, Extraordinary Flora stamp set with the washi tape and bundle. And the last time I checked, the washi tape was back in stock, or it was supposed to be back in stock this week. Did it actually come back in stock? I didn't check on that, but it was due to come back this week. And Mom and I are planning to showcase it this coming Sunday. So be sure to tune in for some card ideas with the Extraordinary Flora bundle. I love Carmen's card with that big piece of designer paper in the background. The gold foil is so awesome. All these pieces die cut here from the designer paper. And then of course the flowers from that Extraordinary Flora. Happy birthday on the inside. I think that's from Unbounded Love. And the die cut of the vine comes from the coordinating stamp set. All right, another this or that. This one comes from Debbie Bustle using the adorable owls. Is that the name of this one? I loved this celebration stamp set. It was one that came through a couple years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago now. The paper used for the card base is Stampin' Up. And what does she say? Red and blue. Oh, the designer. Paper used for the card base. Oh, the card base is Stampin' Up, but the red and blue is not. And she used red, white, and blue for the birthday cards because it's July. So she was being patriotic. I love that. So cute. So do you like the addition of the diagonal and the blue? Or do you prefer the all red in the background? This or that with the adorable owls. On the inside, we have Happy Birthday with blue and this one with red. So cute. I like the way you colored them too, and there's such a difference there. I like this guy because his face is a little bit brighter. I think it's easier to see his face. I also love how you striped the hat. So fun. Who else has a July birthday? Patriotic birthday cards, I think, are the best. Thank you, Debbie, for your awesome card. Love the background with the It's Your Day stamped repeatedly. Both so lovely, and I am so happy that you included an extra card for me. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Our next card is a fun fold from Pat Williams. She always has the best cards. Look at this one. It opens up and it has, I don't even know what you call this card. Let's see. She says this was inspired by Connie Stewart from June or July this year. And she says, adjust the butterfly or the bee wings for a 3D effect. So different layers there. That's so gorgeous. On your special day. And then a card that kind of opens up. I don't know, what do you call this one? Does it have a name, this fold from Connie? Kind of like a inside like a book, 3D book. Love that. This one, I think you could do the wings up a little bit too. What a great card. Thank you so much for your inspiration, Pat. As always, your cards are just so amazing. Oh, I'm looking at all your birthdays. Happy birthday to all of you. Alita is celebrating a birthday this weekend, did you say, on Sunday? And Katie had a birthday on July 6th. That's such a fun thing to always celebrate on the 4th. Susan says her son's birthday is the same day. What a coincidence. Tony had a birthday right in July. 10 birthdays. Oh my gosh, July is a busy month. We have a couple more birthdays we're celebrating as well. Next week, my sister and my sister-in-law have birthdays on the same day. How crazy is that? Our next card is from Becky Conover. And this is so cute. This reminds me of Nemo. Finding Nemo when he is in the dentist's aquarium, and they make the tank really dirty by clogging up the cleaner, and then the dentist like puts them all into little bags and they hop out the window somehow and they go in the ocean in their little bags. I just love this. Okay, so this is from Becky, and I'm wondering now if this actually is meant for the August card swap. The stamps are from More Messages and All Wrapped Up from 2004, not 2004. You could say that, I guess. 2004. The dies are from Gone Fishing and More Messages. Becky, if this is meant for the beautiful backgrounds, because it says congratulations, let me know and I'll save it and hold it for August. She said this card is for a new house or just moving or a new baby. With congratulations, I think it could go anyway. Kind of so much fun. I love it. I think it's so great the way the bag kind of peeks through the water, and I love the dies that you've used here, which came from the Gone Fishing stamp set. So fun. And Becky, just let me know if I messed it up. I always try. This is a tricky time with part 2 because sometimes the August cards get mixed in there if I don't notice them on the envelope. All right, our next one comes from Terry Reidemeyer. Hopefully I got that right. Reidemeyer. Sometimes I just sit there and practice. Am I saying the E right with that accent? Terry. This is the Happy Birthday Piggy. This birthday piggy, this little piggy, this birthday, yeah, birthday piggy. It's such fun designer paper. This reminds me, I think it was the butterfly. No. The bright flowers. No, it also had butterflies. I don't remember the name of the designer paper. Such a fun card. Calypso coral, some lemon lime twist back there, fresh freesia. It's your birthday. I love the custom colored ribbon, the pink to go with our cute little birthday piggy. Hope it's the best. Love, love, love that. And we have another this or that. These cards come from Penny Stanislavski. So we have either team dog or team cat. Let us know this or that, dogs or cats. Each one of these cards is a little bit different. Boop, boop. I love the embossed cardstock, the copper designer paper in the background. Pause a moment to enjoy the little things today. Happy birthday. Or do you prefer the kitty cat with the wildflower birthday designer paper? Another year older and still ruling the kingdom. Too glam to give a happy birthday. What a fun card. I recognize this layout too from my back pocket card layout with a strip and the accent strip over here. Such a fun card with those images. Dog or cat, which team are you on? They're both so much fun. Thank you so much for sending an extra card for me. It looks like we have we have a lot of team dog tonight. Susan and Cheryl and Lori are team dog. Jan loves the cat. Tony says dog. Connie says dog. I know that pup is pretty cute, right? Look at that little head tilt. That gets me every time. Katie says she's more of a dog person. The cat is pretty funny though, and the expression on this kitty's face is pretty pretty priceless. Cindy says she loves the sarcastic stamps. Absolutely. Both. That's right. They're so cute. Our next card has cute little unicorns on it from Evelyn Boswell. This is such fun designer paper and it would be so great to send to a little girl. Happy birthday. Love that with the heart punches. That looks like it came from Happy Moments. And I think the designer paper is not Stampin' Up, but on a Moody Mauve cardstock in the background. So cute. Can you tell what it is? I think sometimes the image looks confusing, but we have eyelashes here. So it's like a unicorn, and then the unicorn has its eyes closed. If you think about like that's the unicorn's face. And so we have just like the little eyelashes of closed eyes on the unicorn. Cute, cute, cute. Our next card from Jennifer Bethalter uses the Driving By stamp set stamped on some really fun, groovy flower designer paper. This is one of those little pop-up cards. I do have a similar card tutorial to inspire you with, so I will link that up in the video description. Jennifer says she used the Driving By stamp set and paper from her stash. I'm loving these groovy colors. The sentiments are from the retired guy greetings and driving by. So fun. I love that stitching, the stitched frame around the car. To a classic. You've got style. So cute. Boop the Snoot. Oh, is that the name of the Boop the Snoot? Is that the name of the stamp set, Cheryl? Oh, the dog. The dog is Unity Stamps, and the stamp set may be called Boot the Snoot. And she thinks the cat might be from Unity Stamps as well. Thank you for that. All right, our next one is from Teresa Quinner, and she has this great fold. I keep seeing this and keep thinking, I need to do this fold. This was inspired by Susan Campfield, and the stamps in the die are old and came from a card paper from the card making magazine. That's fun. I love that little dragonfly. And the blue paper is from Tonic. She said she was given the stripe paper and don't know where it came from. Gems are from Michaels, and the pearls are Stampin' Up, as are the sentiments. So we've got this little card, kind of has like a little front fold, and then it kind of pops out in almost like a 3D fashion, and then a little fold like this, so it kind of folds out. So we got to figure this out. So exciting. And like I said, I think this one is inspired by Susan Campfield. Love that. Thank you so much for swapping with us, Teresa. I think someone's really going to be excited. So many fun folds. You guys just always knock it out of the park with your fun folds. I think everyone's going to be so excited to get these cards back. Our next one is from Sherry Warner, and she used the Circle Sayings stamp set with that beautiful wave and the happy birthday. And then what a great background. Is this one for birthday? Yes. Okay. See, again, here is another example of a beautiful background that could be for the August swap. So we have, it looks like direct ink to paper. So taking the ink pad, dragging it onto the cardstock to create kind of that like textured strip of ink, and then embossing it with the painted textures embossing folder to create a really dynamic and textured card. I love the gold. I love the little off-center cut here so you can see the front as well as the inside of the card. It really makes for such a fun little opening. Same stamp here, Circle Sayings, Because You're Awesome, with the shells. These colors are great. Boho Blue and Wild Wheat, two of the ink colors that just retired. Such a fun card, Sherry. Thank you so much for sharing that one. I always love to see what Ann Telecki comes up with. Her sub challenge this year is to create a Christmas card with every theme that we've given for the Great Big Card Swap. And so how perfect for birthday to celebrate the birthday of Jesus. So we have the nativity here for her Christmas card. These are die cuts. This as well, a die cut with the vellum and some gold mercury paper here. So gorgeous, little star gem on the inside, some more die cuts. Happy Christmas. Great card, and thank you so much. I've got a whole collection of Anne's Christmas cards from throughout the year with a Great Big Card Swap because she always sends an extra. Thank you so much, Anne. And I enjoy seeing what you create. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next month. Our next two cards, another this or that, come from Terry McFetteridge, and she has, what is this fun card? This is a tower card? Pinwheel tower card. That's right. I've got a tutorial. I haven't made this one in a little while, but I will link up my old tutorials so you guys can check it out. Terry says she made this in Stamp Club several years ago and decided to try it again. So she's got a masculine and a feminine version. This one with the textured notes stamp set and some of those woven texture designer paper. So this folds flat to fit in a regular envelope, and then it pops up for kind of a 3D pinwheel effect and display with all the different patterns. So there's the first one. And the second one uses the Wildflower Birthday designer paper and die cuts. Let me move her sticky notes so you can see all the sides here. So lots of different places to have die cuts and words. Make a wish. Oh, I love that with the label. So fun. So this or that, do you prefer the more masculine or more feminine version of Terry's cards? I don't know. I love them both. That's definitely going to be a tricky one to decide. And have you made a card like this? The Pinwheel Tower card. I'll add my video tutorial to the description when we're all done. So if you haven't made it and would like to give it a try, you can check that out later. Thank you so much, Terry, for your card. Thank you for sending an extra one for me. So very sweet of you. The Wildflower Birthday is some of my favorite designer paper. Now, this one came out in January in the mini catalog, and it's still available now. So if you don't have it yet, take advantage of free shipping tomorrow and add a package to your order. This card comes from Chris Almond, and she sent an extra one for me as well. Thank you so much, Chris. I love all the little details. Chris always layers on the inside. This one has pockets here on the front. So we've got a pocket here with a tag to someone we're celebrating every single day. And then another tag that has a little spot. Oh, it's getting stuck. Come on. It's just so tight in there, I think. Another tag that has a spot for a gift card. Oh no, it tore. Oh. Well, the other side had, maybe that's what was getting stuck and I forced it. Oh no. I think that's exactly what happened. It got stuck on the adhesive down there. So this piece is removable. So if you don't want to include a gift card, you can just write on the other little tag. But I love all these little details. Did you note the little eyelet and the ribbon? So pretty. So this also is the Wildflower Birthday Designer Paper, the Stamped Sentiment from my favorite With You in Mind stamp set. And it opens up like that. So lots of places to write messages and include little details. Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing such an exquisite card. And thank you also for sending an extra one for me to celebrate my birthday. So sweet of you. Our next card is also a fun fold. This one comes from Deanna Ustrid, and she used this little, I'm calling it a fold back card. I shared it recently with the Floral Charm Designer Paper, so I'll link up to my tutorial. It's such a fun way to include coordinating pieces of designer paper. Unbounded Love is the paper here, and then we've got a belly band that holds it all together with a deckled circle tag and the birthday wishes from Simply Said. This is such a great card. It does take a whole sheet of cardstock to make because it's so long, but it's really, really easy. Check out the video. I'll add that to the list of tutorials when we're all done. Thank you so much, Deanna, for your fun fold birthday card. Next one comes from Myrna Hernandez using the Floral Charm Designer Paper. This one is brand new. It just came out in July as part of the online exclusives, and the colors are gorgeous. Pretty peacock here with some pretty peacock ribbon, spotlight on nature dies for those 2 circles, and then inside, oh my goodness, this is even more special inside than I realized. This is, she said she was inspired by Robin Armbrecht. This is the Pop Out Gatefold card. I feel like I've seen this from some other people too. So it's like a gatefold card with a couple extra score lines in the center to create that little raised bit to put your panel on. Thoughtful Journey is the designer paper here on the inside. Thanks for being you. Oh my gosh, that is a special card, Myrna. I love it so much. Thank you for sharing this little fun fold card with us. I'm telling you, there are so many fun fold cards this month. So much to be inspired by. You guys all just did such an amazing job. All right, our next card from Jenny Canusum uses some of the bright and beautiful designer paper. I love the stripes in the background. Pretty Peacock, Fresh Freesia, we got Misty Moonlight and Lost Lagoon. And then this little faux shaker card has like a clear envelope with the little shaker elements in it to create a really festive background. Inside, kind of a card that opens up like that. I love that. It's time. I think it's time for a celebration. So many little surprises in this card. Let me see what Jenny's note says. I think I got it all right. She used the beautiful balloon stamp set with the coordinating dies and yep, the bright and beautiful designer paper. Love that one. You guys, so fun. Here is another fun fold card. This one is from Lori Sorrells, and she's got a this or that. Do you recognize the stamp set? With You in Mind. The designer paper is called Flower and Field. I love this one from Celebration a few years ago. I just thought it was so pretty to have like black in the background and for some of the base of the pattern. This card is called the Diamond Gatefold card case from Connie Stewart. And so it's like almost a half a sheet of that designer paper, 12 by 6, or really 12 by 5 1/4 to use this. So really a great way to use up your designer paper stash. And this looks like it is just scored every 2 inches, 2, 4, well, not here. So 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches. And then you're going to take each of those corners and fold them up. And then when you fold them together, you get kind of that diamond in the center and then the square designer paper. Love that. Here's the same paper pack, different pattern. So do you prefer the designer paper with the dark background or that green, that just jade, and the flowers? Well, I guess they both have flowers. So this or that, which color combination do you prefer? Inika is saying that designer paper is from 2020. Gosh, that seems like so long ago. I didn't think it was that old. But the year that you joined, of course, you would remember that. So many of you are saying the dark background. Cindy and Susan like the dark background. Cheryl says this. Sharon, was it really 2020? Has it been that long? Oh my gosh. Bonnie says that. Maria says that. Connie says that. They're very like different. The darker one I feel like is almost more winter, and the yellow really brightens it up and makes it more like perfect for spring and summer. But they're both so fantastic, and what a great fold to use up your designer paper stash. I know you got it. I do too. I might have to try this fun fold card. Thank you so much for sending an extra one for me, Lori. That was so very sweet of you. We have just a couple more cards, and Chris, I don't think I saw if you commented. Chris Posey, if you are watching, do you want me to share Curly Girl cards tonight with only 2, or do you want me to wait until more of them come? And Diane or Donna or any of the Curly Girls, if you're watching, you can let me know too. All right, our next 2 cards. Let me put those aside for just a second. All right, our next 2 cards were not necessarily sent together, but they look so similar that I wanted to share them together. This one from Belinda Bosch uses, and they both use not Stampin' Up paper too, which I just thought was so funny. They have that bookbinding card layout. So little square line here, and it's glued down. With the different panels of designer paper and the cardstock. A little birdie told me it was your birthday. On the inside, obviously, it wasn't an early bird. This is my kind of card. I am forever running late and sending my cards. Birthday cards, thank you cards, all the cards. I'm always behind on. That should have been my stamp. That should have been what I created. Sorry, I'm late. Oh my goodness. So sorry, that yawn came out of nowhere. Our next card has a very similar layout. This one from Angel Johnson. I'm using some other designer paper with a fun little books. What a year. Here's to another one just as great. Happy birthday. I love this fold because if you leave some space here, you can make that into a pocket where you can put a gift card. Or not. No one has to know either way. Such great cards, and an unintended this or that, because I don't think that they even know each other and certainly didn't craft together, but their cards look like they could have been. Such wonderful cards. I love that so much. Sharon says, the thought of using up her whole stash. I know, I have quite a bit, so it seems like that would be quite impossible, doesn't it? All right, well, I didn't see an answer from the Curly Girls, so I'm going to go ahead and share the cards that I got. Usually we have more Curly Girls who participate, and this time I only have 2, and that maybe that's all we have in July, which is fine, but if we get other cards, I'll share them next time. So the Curly Girls create the same kind of card design every month and share their own version. So this is Diane Gorski's card. They did the never ending card for the birthday theme. Diane used 2 different colors and stamp sets. So this designer paper comes from the Celebratory Sips and Coneflower Celebration Notes and Totes. She also used Notes and Totes, Coneflower Celebration, maybe for some of the sentiments, Unbounded Loved, and Best Day. So have you seen the Never Ending card? It has a song and it goes like this. It's the card that never ends. Oh, it goes on and on, my friend. The Never Ending card just keeps folding and unfolding to reveal different panels that say different things. May all your wishes come true. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. Oh, Love that. Then we've got Just for You, You're a True Blessing, and Happy Birthday with a spot, I think. Oh, no, it also says It's Your Day. The card that never ends. So our color of the night is Timid Tiger. That's what this card uses, Timid Tiger. And then this one from Diane uses the Floral Delight, which is that gorgeous yellow, the Daffodil Delight crushed curry. Have a blessed day. Celebrate. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. Wishing you all the wishes. Just for you. You're such a blessing. Happy birthday. It's the card that never ends. So this or that of Diane's cards, do you prefer the yellow, the Floral Delight, or the Timid Tiger? They're both so happy and so bright. And Chris also created such a bright and fun card. She used the Florals in Bloom to create her card and Strawberry Slush for the card base. Time to celebrate. It looks like many more messages as well. Some of the die cuts from the Florals of Bloom. Then we also have some of the Extraordinary Flora in there, the die cut washi tape. Celebrating you. Happy birthday. It's the card that never ends. Oh, it goes on and on, my friend. Now, I've seen a few of these never-ending cards. I've made a few of these never-ending cards, so I'll link up in the video description to my version of the never-ending card. The measurements might be a little bit different than these, but I think it will inspire you and get you started on how to create and how to make the card that never ends, the never-ending card. Oh my goodness gracious. We have so many amazing cards tonight. I feel so very inspired. I hope that you do too. If you enjoyed tonight's showcase, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future Great Big Card Swap videos, as well as Thursday night stamp therapy and Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie. And coming this Friday, we're going to do the 12 Days of Christmas in July video series. And I think I'm going to have to pre-record the very first one. I've got to drive Claire to the train station an hour away, and so I'm just not sure that I'm going to make it back in time, but I will have a video up for you at 1:00 p.m. on Friday to kick off the 12 days of Christmas in July, and so I hope that you'll tune in for that. Cheryl, I'm so sorry that your card didn't arrive in time. I do think it's tricky because even though we're the 2nd and the 4th Tuesday of every month, this 4th Tuesday is a little earlier than it normally is because we still have a 5th Tuesday next week. And so I bet there will be lots of late cards to share. And I will share all the cards when they arrive. They'll be in the next Great Big Card Swap video, which is scheduled for the 2nd Tuesday in August, which is Tuesday, August 12th. So that's actually like 3 weeks from now. But don't worry, even if your card comes late, I will always share it, show it, and swap it. Thank you guys so much, all of our swappers tonight. If you would like to participate in the next swap, our theme in August is beautiful backgrounds. We saw some cards tonight with some beautiful backgrounds that were created, and so I can't wait to see what you guys are going to make. Also, if you want to send ahead for September, just make sure to mark your envelope September. That just helps me get it sorted so I can set it aside and wait to share it in the month that you've intended. You can send your cards to Julie Davison, P.O. Box 6164, Champaign, Illinois 61826. Please include $1 to cover return postage in an envelope. If you don't have $1, it's okay to just include a stamp or two. That just helps to cover all of my costs. There's quite a few cards every month that end up being non-machinable and costing more than one stamp. So, you know, if you send a card and you need more than one stamp for it to get here, and you're sending stamps, make sure you send more than one stamp with your card to send it on to the next person. Thanks again to all of our swappers for the amazing cards that you've shared. Thank you to all of you watching live in the chat. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments and encouraging words in the replay as well. We love all of our replay warriors. You guys are amazing, and I feel so blessed that you're part of my stamping community. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye, everybody.